back. How y'all been? That's good. I like to hear that. If it wasn't good, I hate to hear it, but it'll be better. Today, I want to talk about confidence. And I guess in a sense, confidence doesn't really exist, right? Like I watched a video on First Man. He said confidence doesn't really exist. It's just the normal shit you should have been doing normally. Cause what everybody has self-doubts nowadays, what depression, anxiety, all that bullshit, and you just end up doubting yourself a whole lot, just a whole lot. But when you kind of learn to let go of that shit and just stop giving a fuck, it's almost as if you're just like a whole new person, just a whole new person. Well, yeah, confidence really doesn't exist. All you have to do is stop giving a fuck and live your life the way you want to live it. That's as simple as that. So as soon as you stop doubting yourself, because for you to doubt yourself, somebody had to put that there. Maybe that could be you, teacher, parent, friend. Maybe they said something to you that you ain't like and it stuck with you. Like let's say maybe you fucked up something and then they just started degrading you for it. So now you feel like you can never do that thing without somebody else's help. You feel like you can never do it by yourself, or you weren't good enough to do it by yourself. Self-doubt, boom, there it is. But if you get rid of that shit and you just stop giving a fuck what people say altogether, then you will be way much better. Because you'll start walking around like you the shit. You'll start feeling like you're the shit. People even will start believing that you're the shit. That shit feels amazing. That shit really does feel amazing. When you walk around, or you can wear whatever the fuck you want to wear, or you can have your hair a certain type of way, you can talk a certain type of way. Look, it doesn't fucking matter because you don't care. I don't like what you're wearing today. It looks kind of bummy. You should get a haircut. You know what? I don't like the way you're looking. I don't like the way you walk in. The shoes that you're wearing, ass. All right. And then you go about your day, continue to being the sexy, badass motherfucker that you are when you stop giving a fuck about people's opinions. Now, how it can help, I'm looking over at my notes, because my mind races a lot. So I'll be all over the place and I can't remember the shit that I want to talk about. But how it really helps is you just live a whole better, way better life. You should learn how to stop giving a fuck at a very young age. At a very young age. I'm in high school right now. I'm 16. I learned how to stop giving a fuck recently. I still do give a fuck. Don't get me wrong. Shit, I'm still not over that. Because some people will say some shit and I'll have a little bit of self-doubt. Sometimes I even doubt myself over the smallest shit. The smallest shit. But one step at a time. Of course, one step at a time. You just can't just run up the steps, like just take giant ass leaps. You know, you just gotta go one step at a time. And that's all that matters. As long as you're in a different spot from yesterday or a couple months ago, as long as you keep making progress, you're fine. It does not matter. It does not matter. Because as long as you grow, you succeed. Growth is a goal. Growth is, if you're growing, you're succeeding. If you are growing, you are succeeding. Now, if you look at yourself last week and you feel like you were worse this week, you didn't succeed because you didn't grow. Even if you can grow 1% a day, that would mean the world. That would mean the world to you. Because you need to be better than what you were yesterday. Not giving a fuck can help that. And it's hard. Man, don't get me wrong. It's hard to not give a fuck what people say. Because, as human beings, as much as I hate to admit it, we're social creatures. And we need to talk to people. We have to talk to people. We have to socialize. Or we'll just go fucking nuts. We'll go crazy. We'll start talking to ourselves out in the street. I mean, a lot of us already do talk to ourselves. Come on now. We do that every day. But we'll go mad. It's hard to not care about what somebody thinks about you. Because as a person, you want everybody to think highly of you. Everybody that thinks you're perfect. Or you really just want people to think great of you. But if somebody doesn't think great of you, then you kind of start thinking, what can I do to make them like me? Or, what can I give them to make them like me? And you just start driving yourself into a fucking tunnel because you're changing yourself so this one person can like you. What will you gain if that person starts liking you? Not a goddamn thing. So you just shouldn't give a fuck. You shouldn't care. And you not giving a fuck about their words are going to make them not like you even more. So what? Fuck them. Fuck the bitch ass niggas who like to talk shit. Fuck all of them. You know what they can do? They can go fuck themselves and go suck a fat fucking dick. Because at the end of the day, guess who's trying to make self-improvements? You are. I am. We are. Not them. Their opinions don't matter. Because they're fucking spurgs. They're disgusting pieces of shit that are going to go home and bully some kids on an online game that means nothing, and they're going to feel strong. While we go home, we train, we meditate, we read books, we pick up new information, and we busting open some cheeks. Come on. Let's see, what else? What you can do to stop giving a fuck is, I guess in a sense you just gotta start ignoring people's opinions. You gotta start ignoring people's opinions. If somebody says they don't like the shoes that you're wearing, you should wear those shoes the very next day. You should wear, let's say if you have a shirt with holes in them, or like maybe some like really fucked up pants, wear them. Cause you're gonna get a lot of looks. People might care, people might not care. People might say some bullshit about it, some people might not. But people who do say bullshit about it, you should wear it again and again and again and again till you stop giving a fuck. It should get to the point where you can wear whatever the fuck you want. Even if you want to go out in a bikini and a tutu. Please don't. But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. You shouldn't give a fuck what nobody think about you at all. Because you doing that shit because you want to do it and because you like it. And if you like something, nobody else should be able to tell you that you shouldn't like it. Or you shouldn't wear something. Or you shouldn't do something. You shouldn't eat something. You should do whatever the fuck you want. Now, with restraint. Because sometimes self-restriction is very important. Self-restriction is very, very, very important. Now remember that, okay? It's cool to go around and do whatever the fuck you want to do, but also do it with some restriction to yourself. Kind of like yin and yang. And if you mix those two together, it'll be fine. It'll be perfect. But overall, you should just stop caring what people think. Because at the end of the day, you're worrying about people's opinions that you're not even going to know 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 5 years from now. What their opinions mean nothing at all. And they're most likely talking shit about you because they're jealous of the progress that you're making, but they're staying in the same spot. You're invalidating their excuses to get better for themselves. And they hate that you're moving forward. So they try to bring you back. They try to pull you back down into the crab bucket. But like us, we crabs, we muscling up out the fucking bucket and being better and just becoming amazing men or women, whatever. We're going to level up. I keep saying we gotta level up, but we're going to because it's already happening. That's all I had to say for today. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you eat well, sleep well, train well, and tell everybody that treats you with respect and you treat them with respect that you love them. Okay? I see y'all.